My name's Shane Murdock, and I'm an airline pilot from Australia, 59 years of age, live in Geelong, Victoria, Australia. Grew up on a farm in country South Australia and loved the bush ever since. As a young boy, I always wanted to be a park ranger. I grew up with TV programs like Daktari, and the first movie I ever saw was Hatari with John Wayne. Anyway, things went off the rails a bit and I became a pilot instead, and spent the last 37 years as a pilot. One of my younger brothers had an aneurysm at the age of 32 and became disabled after a stroke. And it was his dream to come to Africa, but being disabled, it was quite difficult. Anyway, 13 years after that, he passed away, and on discussion with his daughter, my niece, we decided we'd bring his ashes to South Africa. So 3 years ago, I rode a motorbike 5,000 kilometres around South Africa with my little brother's ashes in the top box. After which we safaried up into Zimbabwe and Okavango Delta, and the last 2 nights I spent at a game lodge called Ulusaba, and spread his ashes on the last night at a place called Kiri Crossing on the Sand River. I was here for a total of 5 weeks at that time, and that was probably 2 weeks too long because Africa really got its hooks into me. Probably the defining moment was on a bushwalk in the Okavango Delta, where we had to stare down a lioness warning charge, and it was probably that moment that I decided or realised that Africa was going to be a very big part of my future. I had a lot of leave owed to me last year, and looked at all sorts of programs to get myself back to Africa. I looked at volunteering, etc., but I discovered that I actually could train and become a safari guide. On research on the internet, I found that most of the courses were a year duration, but there was one company, EcoTraining, that actually offered a 55-day course which fitted with the amount of leave I had. So last year I spent 9 weeks in the bush with EcoTraining, training as a level 1 safari guide, and it just consolidated what I already had felt about Africa. Also, after the course, I was very fortunate to do a placement at Ulusaba for 8 days as a junior ranger, and enjoyed it very much. Had lots of fabulous sightings and got some real insight into the workings of a lodge. This year, it's been 12 months since I've completed the level 1. There probably wasn't a day that went by that I wasn't thinking of Africa and how to get back here. So I've recently completed my advanced rifle handling certificate. I've got my trails backup qualification now, and I'm looking to the future. So at 59 years of age and an airline pilot in Australia, I think I'm the only one that actually has those qualifications. My dream is to have a lodge that people like my brother can come and enjoy and experience the bush. After this, I'm going to look at a few lodges with my wife and see if that's going to be a possibility in the future. But really, all the balls are just in the air. I'll be just looking for ways I can get back to South Africa.